Hello, reverse cucks. Logical Llama here to inject logic into your face. Today I want to share a video by a really totally rational and not at all boring as shit YouTuber, A Helping Hand. He has done great job of shutting up the face of well-known cuckold and rusty palm tree, Michael Rowlands. Here, let's take a look.
YouTube needs another ranting and raving neckbeard like Anita Sarkeesian needs a fucking hole in the head. And by that I mean desperately.
Yes, I agree. Woman deserves hole in head for having nerve to talk about video games. In my country, women get hole in the head for talking at all, or leaving the kitchen, or even opening eyes when she is not told to.
Because while I freely admit that there is little I can say that hasn't already been said several different ways by people more talented at this than myself, it still doesn't amount to a significant enough pushback against this pustule-ridden cancer we've come to call social justice.
Again, I agree. This is why I made channel. The useless beta cucks of the YouTube, like Sargon of Akkad, Amazing Atheist, Armored Skeptic, Bearing, and Undoomed, etc., etc., have made thousands of videos, totaling tens of millions of views, and been paid hundreds of thousands of dollars, and social justice still hasn't been censored. I mean, reduced to a straw man that panders to a hateful, bigoted audience. I mean, killed. It's almost as if uneducated reactionary hatred has accomplished nothing at all except buying Sargon more cigars and hookers.
Shitting on SJW simpletons and entitled feminists is becoming a more popular trend by the day, but that hasn't stopped this freak show from turning social media into an Orwellian nightmare.
Yes, I agree. I hate it when people try to tell me to be nice to fat people and trans people, or try to educate me about things like voter suppression, pronoun use, and female genital mutilation. I don't want to hear about these things. That's just gross. And exactly what Orwell was talking about. We all remember that famous quote from 1984. But it was all right. Everything was all right. The struggle was finished. He had won the victory over himself. He loved to watch YouTube videos and browse through social media where he had complete control over what he saw and read.
And passing legislation against first world problems as asinine as manspreading.
Logical Llama has never heard this word legislating before. But it is not his fault. English is his 19th language. I looked it up in the dictionary on a great website called Breitbart, and it said this: overreacting to a small segment of a document outlining injustice towards minorities that has no sources, dates, specific names, case file numbers, and doesn't really make it clear if the arrest was related to manspreading or to the existing warrants that were already out on the individuals. The overreaction can be used to fuel outrage against something that really isn't an issue and totally doesn't make you out to be a stupid crybaby who doesn't understand social justice at all. It's a rather specific definition. And I feel like it applies more specifically to the article on Breitbart website rather than SJWs. I could be wrong though.
I'm watching the world melt into a cesspool of crybaby ideologues and not enough people are speaking up about it. Still, I've been hesitant about making a channel. As much as I believe we desperately need more people contributing their voices to this fight, still can't justify being unoriginal.
Well, it's a good thing you didn't choose to hide behind an avatar like the rest of us anti-SJWs. That would have been completely unoriginal.
I'm not especially good at composing my thoughts on the fly, so the reactionary approach is a no-go.
What are you talking about? You are so rational and eloquent. Just listen to this.
Even though there is definitely no shortage of scumfuck feminists, moronic SJWs, and pop culture cuckery for which I could easily spare a few choice words. Not least of which is the Adventure Time shirt-wearing puckered anus you're staring at right now, Michael Rowlands. But I'm also not a comedian by any stretch of the imagination, and I'm not about to turn myself into another laughter-forcing, dick-joke-spouting tryhard. despite being caught red-fucking-handed in attempting to twist Bering's words.
I know, right? What sort of scum of the earth cuts up other people's videos to misrepresent what they say so that they can pander to an audience of bigoted, abusive idiots who want nothing more than to see all feminists burn in hell? And it's even worse when they do it so badly that it's obvious that they cut it up and only an idiot would think that they did it intentionally to deceive anyone. The worst kind of cocks, that's who.
I assume that rape is okay. I think rape is fucking okay.
And then in trying to dox him over his initial choice of avatar.
Wow, this Michael Rowlands seems like some sort of evil genius. Being able to dox someone while they were on a ship in the middle of the ocean with minimal internet access, he must be a sort of hacker genius. I better watch out.
He still has the audacity to try and claim the moral high ground, apparently because he cares about people and is a lover of science and language.
Typical SJWs, caring about people. What a fucking cock loser beta. Only regressives have feelings. Facts over feels.
Except when he fucking isn't. But we'll get into that in a moment. Thankfully, Bering hasn't missed a beat in spite of all this, and I'm grateful, honestly, because he was one of the handful of YouTubers who inspired me to do this in the first place. So if you're listening, Bering, thanks for doing what you do, and keep being awesome.
I would also like to thank this Bering. Thank you, Bering, for creating videos to inform us all of those evil SJW regressives with 20 or 30 subscribers who are soon to take over the world. Without you, we would not know which videos to downvote and leave comments like, "I hope your family gets murdered by rabid wolves, you slutty whore."
In fact, I noticed that you've been uploading a lot of your old videos, but edited with the new avatar that was designed for you in, as opposed to the old one that, Michael basically screwed you over for.
Again, this Michael must be a super genius, being able to file a copyright complaint against Bering while he was on the middle of the ocean and didn't hear about it until days after. I'm starting to suspect he might be some sort of superhuman. I better not cross him. Either that, or you're just making some shit up absolutely devoid of evidence. But I'm sure you wouldn't do that. And I'm sure that people wouldn't believe you if that were the case.
And I don't know how the rest of your audience is reacting to that, but me personally, I'm kind of happy to go through your old videos and, watch all of your old stuff again. It's basically what inspired me to do this in the first place. It made me think about why I wanted to and why I think that I have to.
Look, I love you, creepy decaying hand. We have been friends for a long time now. You even helped me, Logical Llama, dox and copyright infringe Bering. It's true, cause I just said it right now. But I've been watching this video for 2.5 minutes now, and you've done nothing but insult this Michael Rowlands, which he totally deserves, that stupid cuck, and suck Bering's swollen anus. And this I cannot stand. Bering gets enough anus sucking from his audience every other day, so you need to stop. And just tip for next time, helping hand. When you want to make video that people can actually hear, record your video with gain higher than negative 10 billion decibels. That way, when someone wants to make a response video to you, they don't have to boost the gain on your audio so that you can actually hear what the fuck you're saying. Unless you did it on purpose, because you didn't want anyone to respond to you, you typical regressive free speech suppressing cuck. That is all for today. Remember, outrage is only okay if people are criticizing the leader of your crazy online abuse cult. That's logic straight from the llama's mouth.